I figure everybody should know what's happening backstage when just before we start the show is just. I figured I'd just carry that over to the first few moments of, so they know the reality is that it's the robot.
Yeah, we're very concerned. We're all very concerned.
You just do the robot. That's how we warm up. It gets your muscles kind of lubricated. You're ready. We're sitting down for an hour, so I need to get ready. Do a little bit of robot.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. Friday night Guitar Safari, and today we're talking about what are the best upgrades for your guitar, right for the buck.
Heck
right?
yes.
What are the ones worth making? And so we'll kind of talk about that, and we'll go through it. You know, are you the guy that wants to do the setup? Do you want to do the pickups? Do you want to do hardware? Do you want to replace the nut? Or do you have a whole nother thing you like to do?
You can do it all. You can do it all.
So let's see who we've got in the chat. We have Herb of Fireside Ambience with us.
What up, Herb? It ain't absurd. You said the word I said. What up, dude? Come on Friday. Come. I want to see that short. I want to see what you've done because your shit is pretty cool to watch. Hey, hold on. I got to scratch my crotch.
Oh, my. We have Paul McNary.
Paul McNary. He's so cool. He went to the workshop and he used some tools. He said, hey, I got tools. I could use my hands. I could pet my cat. I said, what up, man?
And Big Wave Dave.
Should I keep going? Big Wave Dave. He's the man. He said, what up, dude? And my name ain't Stan. I said, Dave, you know my name is Seth. We've been hanging out. We've been best friends since we were 12.
And hello to Patrick Trice.
Patrick Trice. That dude is nice. I seen him once. I seen him twice. I said, Patrick, what the hell is up? He said, Seth, stop, dude. We're trying to do the show.
And we have Matt of McCall Music with us.
Madam McCall Music. Madam McCall Music. Madam McCall Music. It sounds musical in the name itself.
And Randy Crooks is in the chat, and he says he's probably the odd duck on this one. He doesn't buy a guitar unless he likes it the way it is.
Randy Crooks is in the chat. He says he's probably the odd duck on this one. He said he probably is going to keep it just the way it is. I said, watch the bubbles and watch it fizz.
And hello there, Josh Tanberg.
What up, Josh?
And Michael Krause, excuse me.
I'm sorry if I'm throwing you off, Charles. This is entertaining. This is fantastic. Michael Krause, you choose the house.
Hey, good evening.
Dude, I think I saw a mouse when I was coming up in your house. I said, dude, that's not a mouse. Is it a rat? That's not where it's at. That's why I got 2 cats.
Yeah, hello to Mitch Heyman saying hello in the chat.
And you know what we always say to Mitch, Charles?
What do we always say, Mitch?
I would say, what the Mitch Heyman is going on around here? Is what I want to know. And most people in his world, they do know what the Mitch Heyman is happening around here because they've been around Mitch. They know. You feel Mitch Heyman your ass.
We're getting a good warning from Vox Guitar Rocks.
Vox Guitar. He's got guitars that rocks because his name is Vox. He's got 2 dogs and their one is a pug. I don't know if that's true.
And Olada OU812.
Oh, he's got a non-verbal.
What's up in the chat?
I'll do it twice. All right.
And hello to Wayne McConnell.
Did we already say hi to Wayne? Did I give Wayne a rap?
You didn't give Wayne a rap.
Okay. Wayne McConnell's doesn't go to McDonald's. He says, give me steak and eggs and everything great.
And hello to our buddy Ben Coombs.
Homie Ben Coombs. He's hunting in the tombs. He said, I see the Pharaoh. That's why I gotta go. He found a guitar. It took him real far. He played until he cut himself and got a big scar.
Yeah. And Octopus Ears is in the chat with us. Hello there, Octopus Ears. Nice to see you.
What up, Octo? Bam.
See, Hip Metal Works is in the chat.
He started this whole rap thing.
I gotta love Hip. Ken is a great guy.
Hip. He never did trip. He came to my house. I said, dude, don't slip. Those stairs just quite slippery.
And hello to Martian Murray.
He's always in a hurry. I said, "Oh, dude, stick around a while. You don't got to scurry."
And Guitar Man 45 is in the chat. Hello there, Bo.
Hello there, Bo. We hope you don't scurry and go. We hope you stick around and talk about your guitars, yo. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I could keep going for a while and it wouldn't make you smile. Sorry, terrible.
And hello to Blue Mox.
Ooh, that rhymes with some very inappropriate stuff.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Blue Mox.
And our buddy Symmetry
doesn't rhyme with truck.
Hello there, Trev.
What up, Trev?
So that catches us up in the chat. And so
thank God.
What I'm going to do is kind of run through here, Seth.
Okay.
And some folks have already kind of put in what they go with. So let's start there.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Yep. I'm into it. Let's do it.
I do love that Herb started out with "Is this a Guitars Anonymous hotline?" because he's a guitarholic and needs help. But I just had to go there.
Yeah, that's addicted to gear too. You got to wait for Sunday morning for that one. We're here for you. We're a Friday night going into the weekend place you can hang out to not go off the rails.
Mm-hmm. We'll get some trouble though.
Yeah, buy it. Go buy it.
All right. So BC Rich 581 says tuners. And the
Good
second
call.
thing he'd go with are bridge and saddles. And it's not really playable if it's not in tune and intonated.
Good call. Tuners. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Octopus Ears is the big fan of the Graph Tech nut.
Yep. Provided you got good tuners, you might go ahead and do the nut. And if your tuners are up to par, there's kind of a progression, right, of what you do first.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, if you're doing it yourself, the nut's less expensive than the tuners are.
I put more than one Graph Tech nut on a guitar. I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you wait one too likes to upgrade his guitars by buying a new one.
Yes, that is a very handsome upgrade, especially when you have nice instruments. I think he's got a Strandberg now, along with his other dealios. I wonder why Strandberg doesn't make a version of a Trans-Trem and just call it something else, like re-engineer it slightly different.
It's a mystery. So Michael Krause is saying, apparently some maniacs out there modify their guitars by wrapping them in fabric. Don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be freaking insane to do something that crazy. Why would you ever? I mean, we're talking like you get a guitar, and normally the upgrade for me is the guitar tells me what needs to be upgraded on, right? And there may be a sequence of what needs to be upgraded, and you might just go in on what you have, what you can afford, or step by step. But
that is funny you said it, because the same thing I had been thinking about all day is we kind of looking through the topic and trying to figure out what I was going to talk about. And it's like the guitar will tell you what it needs. And that's where you start. Of course, Ben always gives us some sage advice. The cheapest and best way to upgrade any guitar is put a fresh set of strings on it. And he dropped the mic on that one, walked away.
Boom, booyah.
Turned off the show, everything.
Now, also, when you're doing that, inspect the frets. And if the frets probably need a really good polish, you could do any number of ways, suitable ways to polish those frets up. There's a ton of ways out there. But that'll make it feel a lot smoother on your bends and stuff. It'll be nice and just nice and smooth. It frees up the bends when you have a guitar that's playing right.
And Josh joins in on that and says, we're just a proper setup to begin with.
Yes, absolutely. Knowing how to do your set your relief. Just knowing how to set your relief means the world.
Tomorrow is the day that Bo goes to the Guitar Center. He's got a good budget, and they're rolling out the red carpet. They're kind of afraid because he's going in.
$3,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bo, spend $2,000, then buy a Presley. Just saying. Just saying. Just, just go in there, get yourself a really great couple of deals, and save your, and hit me up. I'll give you a great summertime special for whatever's on Reverb. Let me know. Anybody in the house?
And Blue Mox was only here to hear you rap, so.
Oh, thank you, Blue Mox. I appreciate that very much. And I didn't mean to stop with your name. It's just that I had fear that I was going to go into that territory. But Blue Mox, it rocks. You know I got short socks because I'm wearing shorts. I'm not doing sports, but of course I'm wearing shorts. When it's 90 degrees, you got to see my knees.
So Guitar Man 45, they said they mixed up his tickets at the box office. He bought rock and roll tickets at Charles's place.
Wait, hold on. They mixed up his tickets?
That's what it says. So apparently he bought them for a different location.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I could see myself doing that too. Being like, oh, I'm stoked. There's 2 tickets left. But it's for Michigan or something.
Yeah, or something like that.
Oh, God. Oh, I didn't look down below. And then they're trying to sell them on Michigan Craigslist or whatever you can.
And Martian Murray, he likes to start his upgrades with a set of locking tuners. It's an upgrade he loves.
Okay. All right. I can agree with it. I mean, I get it. If that's, some people love the handy dandy locking with it screws up and screws down and locks the string. Some people love those. Mm-hmm. And that is cool. So I mean, I bet that if I had a couple of guitars with those style, I could fall in love with it too, that it's very handy and quick. I just have never really I've always done the wrap method, and I've just never really gotten into locking them in just like a half turn. And then your PRS makes a bunch of guitars with those weird lockers that you got to figure out. I've had to watch a video because I always forget. Do you know how long it takes you to forget the little trick is exactly how long it takes when you're a guitar tech for the next freaking PRS with that set of things to get to your bench? You're like, oh, it's exactly 2 months. And I just forgot exactly how and there's just a little trick to it, the way that it works, right? Because if you do it wrong, you get this little hook thing that looks awful. Mm-hmm. It's like this claw thing. And sorry, it looks stupid if they're all sticking out different directions. You got to get them perfect. And so you have to watch a little thing on that to do it right.
I see. Well, McCall Music says the last 2 guitars he upgraded were baritone necks, right? So he put locking tuners on them and Graph Tech nuts.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. I mean, great. Yeah. Graph Tech, locking tuners, that's definitely going to upgrade your tuning stability. So
Blue Mox, I'm going to say it's 100% cotton.
Yes, the best
tone fabric, 100% cotton. That polyester sounds funky.
What? No, you're covering it in poly. You want poly with poly.
So you don't want a cotton poly blend.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You got to have poly with poly. And you got to do cotton with nitro.
See, Paul says you're a rapper and I'm a rapper.
A rapper, yes, you're a cloth rapper. And now I'm famous for getting those rhymes and just doing the dizzle.
And OU812 says you can usually upgrade a guitar too by letting someone else better than you play it.
That's why every Presley is basically upgraded the moment that you get it, because you probably play it better than I do, right? It's upgrade when it got to you.
It sounded better when you played it,
right?
And Patrick Trites taking issue with Ben's earlier statement. He says new strings are overrated. I like mine experienced.
Does Patrick? He's playing bass probably. Bass players love those old strings. Old strings on my bass. Give me my old bass strings.
Yeah, and Kip Nettleworks is saying Bo's going to be like a kid in a candy store tomorrow.
Oh, dude, literally, right? I mean, we could go down that road and all start thinking about what we would do with our $3,000, but that's a topic we've done tons of times. But oh my God, is right. Chain strings on one of my PRs says I need to Google how to do those wing tuners. Can you go to that latest comment from Guitar Man? Because Guitar Man and I we've had to go, and it's a quick little tutorial on how to line it up, because it's exactly a half turn. So you need to be a half turn away, and then it'll come right into pitch, and it's amazing. It goes right into pitch. They nailed it, but you got to know how to do it right. And if you don't, it'll frustrate you.
There you go. Want to say hello to our buddy Mark Taft, who snuck his way in.
What up?
You being here?
Yeah. Mark Taft snuck in like a draft.
Oh
my God, I hurt my calf. I told you about that. Actually, I hurt my ankle. Oh, I'm gonna show it. No, I'm not gonna show it on camera because they're all gonna see my.
So you hurt your ankle and your cankle.
I hurt my skankle. I was out working on, the tree trimmers that is on a long pole, and it has a rope with a little thing with the spring, and it hooks the thing. You pull it, and it cuts the branch. I was doing that and needed more leverage to pull, and I pulled as hard as I could. And when I did, the whole fucking pole shot straight down into my ankle.
Oh,
yeah, it was like metal on bone right at the ankle. And so yesterday, actually, right, I'm gonna go cut a couple more branches before I go do and hang it out at the Buffalo meeting. And then that happened. Oof. I didn't hang out for shit. I was just.
No, you didn't. You're not supposed to injure yourself before Buffalo.
Well, I had my foot elevated, basically vertical, and was just in pain. And then my wife saying, "See, you should have told you. You should have just let." Oh, come on! I was out there trying to make it so we could have our view back. I had to trim the trees down so we could see across the canyon. So, but now we can see our beautiful view.
There you go.
And I can limp to my chair to sit there.
You can limp to the window to see your view.
Yeah.
Well, good thing Pops, how you doing, Quentin James?
What up, Quentin? Ouch. I was gonna grab my Quentin pick. It's back here, but I want to pull my damn earbuds out of my head. You're not supposed to pull things out of your head. That's upgrade for me. I'd say the first thing I upgrade is that always calls out. If everything else is like acceptable on a kit, when I get like the kit, if the hardware is doable, then I got to put a real bone nut, right? Unless the plastic one or polycarbonate, whatever you want to call it, is black and it matches the aesthetic of the guitar, in which case I'll leave it, because those things work great and they're good. But yep.
And Michael Krause says you're a luthier, not an arborist. Clearly.
Man, I know, Michael. It was awful. It was really it was an unfortunate injury to occur, but luckily, because of the triage, I'll tell you this, because of that triage, immediately icing it, getting it completely above my heart, and having that, and taking Advil and Tylenol immediately, I think that has helped me to where I'm still been able to walk on it. I was able to walk on it the next day, but yeah.
Well, Quentin, I say you call up Sweetwater and you give them a piece of your mind. Let them know you're Quentin fucking James and you want your goddamn candy.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me that they pulled that on Quentin?
Yeah, he ordered a one spot and no candy.
No can. I guess there's a minimum candy purchase now. You don't get candy unless you order something of a certain caliber. What is up with no?
They just don't know who they're dealing with.
That is bullshit. The candy should come regardless. The candy is to say, hey, buy something else. Get high on this candy. buy something else later down the road. And we think about it, we're like,
McCollum,
yeah.
McCollum Music agrees. Raise ho, Q. It's all about the candy. They know that. That's
Mhm.
why they put it in there to begin with. They set an expectation, you know?
It's why I started ordering my strings individually, because I want the candy. You can send me 1 8, 1 12, 1. Sorry, that's a terrible gauges for strings. No one plays 8s.
Everyone's favorite music and law, Ryan Hall, is here.
Ryan, what up, dude?
Oh, now he's just rubbing it in. Guitar Man 45. Exciting thing, he gets to play a White Lyson Gibson ES3 355 tomorrow.
Nice. Okay. That they have all of the push pulls and the lights and wiring in the 335. It's got everything.
Paul McNeary says he's the source of the problem. He called up Quentin Sweetwater rep and told him he was diabetic.
Oh, that's messed up, dude. Don't be doing that to a brother. Ah, man. People, when they tell you, you don't need that piece of cake. You don't need that. Man, how are you going to tell me what I don't need? Come on. What I don't need is people telling me what I don't need.
Okay. So, Seth, you get a guitar, right?
Yes.
And it doesn't really need anything. It plays just fine. You've got a good setup on it. You got new strings.
Okay.
Nuts good. Tuners are decent.
Okay.
What do you do?
If I'm, well, at that point, if it plays good and it sounds pretty good and I love everything else about it, then I know it's the perfect platform to put a pickup that if I'm not, even if I'm, let's say, even if I'm not unhappy with the pickups and they're doing what they do, you had to get a guitar that feels right, plays right, and is doing everything right. Then you can put the pickups that you know are your kind of pickups in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, are they Texas Specials? Are they Pearly Gates? Are they, whatever your deal is, you can assign it to that guitar that's, pretty good for you.
Yeah, BC Rich gives us an answer of depends on the instrument, but he finds a better set of tuners and a better bridge and the saddles help a ton. He said you need to tune a guitar, you need to intonate a guitar. So.
Yep. That's the main deal. I mean, especially like when you're building a guitar, that's why I like building hardtails, because you can really get that stability and you get that spank, right? You do good tuners, good hardtail bridge, you intonate it right. It's going to sound good.
Maybe add a thicker block to your trim.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great upgrade. Although be careful when you do that because you want to make sure that you've got space. If you want a floating trim and you like to pull up, then you have to make sure you have space. And if you're a dive bomber, and you have to make sure that you've got space. Mm-hmm. So before you could end up going and getting a super big block that's going to give you better tone probably, or better, sustain, but you're not going to be able to use your trim as much because you'll unless your guitar is routed for a nice big block. Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Patrick Treich reminds us that, hey, strap locks for a Les Paul are a must.
That's a good call. No one said, yeah, if everything else, that's a one that we could have put into your last question that you just asked me. The guitar is great, sounds good, plays good. Strings you just put strings on and all this stuff. Well, now the guitar is good enough to protect. Right? Maybe we put strap locks on it. Maybe we don't want it falling on the ground.
I am just loving this answer. Matt says if it's perfect, he hangs it on a wall and he buys another one.
Exactly. Don't touch it. Can never touch it again. It was perfect in that moment, and it was left to be perfect. On to the next.
And Bo was wondering he's trying to figure out why they had sent him double candy.
Oh, Bo. They want him to reorder for sure. They want Bo in the house. Yep.
For sure. And we've got Dwight Bailey saying hello to me, and then Dwight Bailey saying hello to you.
What up, Dwight?
Keith H just got home. What did you missed everything. We revealed secret news. There were 5 guitars we showed. We gave away 3 sets of pickups. Keith, you got to get here on time, man.
None of that happened, Keith. What happened was I did terrible rapping. Let me catch you up to speed. Dwight Bailey, you could come by daily. Hey, if you want, we could even go sailing. What? And then Ryan Hall. I didn't say what's up, y'all. I didn't say what's up to Ryan because I wasn't even trying. And now you got me crying, Ryan, because you're like a homie. You're like a brother from another mother. Keith H., that's what was happening. My man, I was rapping.
There you go. Yeah, Randy Crook's got a message for you. He says the setup is the only thing he does to his guitars. But by the way, he's got express permission to buy another guitar. And Seth, what do you have ready to go?
Ooh, good question. Ready to grow. Right here. This green one's ready to grow. This pink burgundy. These are both on reverb. What else is ready to go? That's on this one is ready to go. It's on reverb. Everything's under $1,000 right now. So this is on reverb under $1,000. I think it's $850. This is, I think, $950. This is a little bit more because the pickups are crazy expensive. This is like $1,000. What is this one?
That's the pink sparkle.
Oh, that's on reverb right now, but I'm putting a bone nut in it, and I think I'm going to keep it anyway. And then these 2 bursts aren't on. There's the burst right here that is that's a relic. It has a ton. It's a nitro body and it has a ton of checking and a ton of stuff. But it's not up for sale either because I'm a hoarder. And then the one up behind it is also just needs a back plate, and I could go up for sale. That one is, just hit me up, dude. I got plenty of guitars.
Plenty to pick from, Randy. Plenty to pick from.
Yep. And I'll give you a killer deal because it's summertime and brother's not working at the school.
See, I like John ZD351. First, I like to replace the pick guard with a mirror to blind the innocent bystanders.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a good call, though. Pick guard
and then after that, he's going to worry about how it sounds and plays.
Hey, priorities, right? No, I like doing the pick guard, too. Like, you can totally reassign a guitar a new personality, right? With a cool
I tell you, though, there's nothing worse, though, than getting a pick guard for your guitar. You put it on there, and then, 3 days later, you see every guitar out there's got the same stupid pick guard on it.
Oh, man, I know. Yep, I get it. But probably not the case, really, hopefully, in the guitar territory. If you get the right combination, you won't see everybody with it. But
you got a thing to do here.
What's that?
It's Rico B. Aloha from Maui.
Rico B. That was beautiful. That was a moment. That was a moment in time.
Very nice. Very nice. Randy Crook says he's got 24 guitars right now. He's allowed to get one more from the conversations that have been going on Facebook and other places. And he's allowed to get one more because the wife is cutting him off at 25, it sounds like.
Oh, boy.
And so he wants something
Randy,
special.
I was going to do a set neck burl top, like a maple mahogany body, maple burl top. 2 humbucker, kind of, you could call it a PRS kind of knockoff thing, 1 volume, 1 tone, 2 humbucker. That's going to be beautiful, kind of like a blue sparkle on the back, not sparkle, but blue metallic on the back. And then, yeah, so let me know. Maybe you want that one. That one is going to be kind of special because I'm going to do a ton of layers of gun stock oil of the true oil on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just going to be really chatoyant and really, yep. Oh, dude, yeah. I'll let you know. You'll see during the whole process of making it if you're down, because the kit is coming. The kit wasn't cheap, but the kit is coming. And the reason I ordered this is because I got the humbuckers. So I got the humbuckers for it, and I might as well go. And I have the true oil. So yeah, buddy.
Randy, I'd love to show that hummingbird of yours. I just don't have it handy right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he just got Epiphone hummingbird and it's just absolutely beautiful.
Dude, I played a few of those. I think I told you before. My neighbor had a really nice one, like a Korean made, a little bit older one, 90s or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, I think it needs a setup. It doesn't play as good as it used to. The action's higher, yada yada, and it definitely needs a restring. So go ahead and take it and restring it and set it up if it needs it. And I look at it, and it had too much relief, right? It had just too much relief. As soon as I adjusted the relief, then the setup was perfect. So all I had to do was do the truss rod just a little bit, and I just charged him for the string change because he was my neighbor. So he got like his frets cleaned and his fretboard cleaned and strings changed, and I just did that little adjustment because everything else was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Good guitar, sounded great once it was playing. I was like, so good, fun to play.
I hate it when I miss half a conversation in the chat.
Oh, dude, I know. Story of my life.
It just had to be good because Bo was saying, "Okay, I told him it's not hoarding, it's collecting." So I wish I would have got the other side of that.
Dude, I've tried to hang out at Phil McKnight's channel, and the chat goes too fast for me to be a part of anybody's side conversations or say hi to anybody, really, for that matter, because it goes by so fast.
There you go.
But I still go. I like the content. I still listen. I just lurk. I don't comment.
Well, say hello to Christopher Latsawa, who just joined us, as well as
Christopher. What? Who's Andy Carson?
Guitar Savarieville.
Well, thank you for coming by, Andy Carson. What the hell? Andy Carson lives in California, doesn't he?
I'm not sure about that, but I do know he is a fireman.
What? That's amazing.
So we get in trouble here. We got help.
Okay.
Show gets too hot.
Okay.
So Ryan is telling Randy his old man had both a Gibson J45 and a J50, and he grew up on a J50. So
nice. Yep. Chattanooga, Tennessee, my man. Right on, Andy.
And Ben is telling Randy, go custom shop for your 25th. Make it worth it. If it's going to be the last one, yeah.
Yeah, if it's your last one. But is it ever really your last one? Yeah. And thanks for talking him out of the Presley there, Ben.
Well, this will, Rico saying, hey, Seth, tell Sherman who the girls are asking about him again.
Oh, dude, did you just wait? Did you just wake up the little devil?
He did.
You hold on for a minute. I was just taking a nap, and you mean to tell me that there's titties out there for me to grab?
Oh my!
Yeah, I can't wait.
Come on, he's already got a couple of court cases pending. Apparently, it's a very small hand, so most people don't feel it.
Classes did not help.
I'm gonna give it.
Stop, Sherman.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's bad.
I want to say hello to Mesa Guitar Guy. How you doing, my friend?
What up, Mesa? What's crack-a-lackin'?
And so Andy Carson may be from Tennessee, judging from the way Ryan Hall is addressing him.
Nice. Yep. Tennessee. Chattanooga. Chattanooga, where you go when you got to head out to the show. You bring your tuner, your guitar, your amp, and your money. Because when you get in, you're gonna eat something funny. Make me a sandwich, give me some potatoes, I'll drink some juice, and maybe I'll have some chips.
I guess. Well, Randy says it would be custom shop if you got it from you, Seth.
Oh, nice, Randy. Oh,
and our
man.
buddy
Hold
in
on,
Cursa
hold on,
is in
hold on.
Chattanooga.
Hold on, we're doing it.
Nice
This is
I almost moved there. Almost moved there back when my grandparents lived in Manchester.
the internet hug, Charles, for Randy.
So
Thank you.
internet hug. Oh, well, let me
Well, it's kind
solo
of weird,
you
like
out.
a man
Here,
hug. Like
here,
a
I'll
shoulder.
pull you out so you can get your
Shoulder
internet hug
hug.
here.
Yo. All right, brother, man. Yeah. And even one of these. Yeah.
Oh my!
I appreciate you. No, well, let's take a look. Actually, the way you see the burl top, I think you'll like it. It's supposed to be real flamey and really nice, so we'll see that.
Randy's gonna go down fighting though. He said it will not be his last one.
Yes, it shall not. No such thing as a last one.
And everybody's saying hello to Christopher Live, Sawa. Excellent.
What up?
And Michael Krause is starting the thing here because he says, I saw Ben Combs over in Phil's chat tonight. He was waxing poetically about Dan Electros.
You know, the guitar market right now is getting to the point where it's almost reflooded to where if you were in it for the long term and you made the right purchases, you could get back into collecting for a profit. I've seen things like it's flooded right now, and I've seen instruments that 2 years ago were significantly more expensive now are certainly attainable because the market's just so many guitars.
Mesa Guitar Guy, he just got off working over at the guitar shop.
Oh, nice. Mesa, are you a tech? If you are, then we both know. We both know the woes and the ways and the things and the fun stuff. We'll have to get you on the text list where you could send me. I used to love to send my friends the pictures of the strings that were wrapped in all of the ways that you should not wrap strings. Oh, those were the days. I missed that part of being a guitar tech. Being a guitar tech is a good job. And I still am a guitar tech, but it's just basically just all my guitars all the time. I work on some people's stuff, but mainly my own. That's it, you know?
Let's see. Oh, Randy, Ryan's saying there can be only one more guitar.
Only one more. And then one more. But, you know, that's what we do. At least guitars are kind of attainable, and they can move their way in and out. You can sell one and get another one, sell two and get another one, you know? Totally.
And so Michael Krause and Ben have been going back and forth about which pawn shop amp he has, and it's the Greta that is on Ben Coombs' workbench there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Mesa Guitar Guy says they do some minor repairs, but mostly selling of guitars. So
nice. Okay.
He is talking other like-minded fellows into purchasing the guitar they can't really afford.
Or the correct purchase, right? I mean,
right. The purchase they won't regret because
I find I'll talk when I'm talking to a parent, like a parent who's the parent of a kid at School of Rock, and they'll say, "Oh, well, you build guitars," and I'll have to straight up tell them, "Look, I mean, you don't necessarily want to get your kid a Presley for their first guitar because if you want to try to resell it, I mean, it's probably not as easy to resell as a Fender, right?" Or you don't want the kid getting teased. You got a Presley, you didn't get a real Fender. Haha, your parents are cheap. Like kids don't get it, right? Always. So, that was one of the things with this little red one. I had to make sure that it was really so good that it sticks out, that it's not cheap. It's badass. Plays so good. It's so fun.
I want to say hello to brother William Da Silva. Hello,
What
he
up?
made his
What
way
up,
in.
William? Yo.
Now, Bo is saying he's got to tell you that it's just amazing that he'll show off next time. And it's not a Fender, a buddy of his, a friend of his made it for him, right?
Yeah, see, that's
So
great.
I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, that's beautiful, dude. That your friend made for you. Absolutely. Like, I love it when somebody says, "Hey, Presley, this is about what I want to spend. And this is kind of my idea, but I know there's parameters that you work within and make me something." And then usually I come in a little bit under what their budget was, and then they have a killer guitar that they're stoked that they kind of ordered, that I was able to get them what they wanted, their own custom. That was my thing, is eventually to have, I wanted to do like a Build-A-Bear where you come in and there's 10 different Strat body choices, 10 different, Telecaster choices. And then we just mix and match and build from there and just build it like build a parts caster on the fly kind of thing.
Well, Mesa Guitar Guy says the real danger working in a guitar store is buying the cool stuff instead of eating.
Mm-hmm.
Enrico wants to know if you're taking the summer off.
Rico, yes, I am. I'm doing minor little things here and there to pick up a little bit of cash. I'm working on one full day a week, because it wasn't really right to have a bunch of music students that are actually instead of doing the little classes that are my students that are all, they're on a learning trajectory. And I didn't want to just take 2 months off and be like, hey, I'm not, find somebody else to teach you. So I'm keeping all of my students packed into one full Sunday. So I work Sundays, and then I've been doing a little tiny bit of like this woman that needed help, like to walk their dog. I can do a little bit of dog walking for some cash, That means when I go shopping, I don't got to spend. So I'm just being low key, not spending money, building guitars as I can. But building guitars is expensive if you're not selling guitars. So
I love Christopher Lisawa's style here, because he says Tellys are awesome for sound overall. And Andy Carson chimes in, if you like Tellys, check out those Lucky Dog guitars. They're amazing.
Totally. I also saw they had a telly that was like a specific special order for Norm's guitars, and I saw Michael Lemo playing that thing. Sounded amazing.
That's all right, Scott. I certainly understand. I wouldn't mind watching the Friedman stream as well, but we appreciate you making your way in, buddy.
Oh yeah, thanks for being here, dude. Oh wait, Friedman's online at the same time as us?
Apparently.
Oh well, I'd be over there too if I wasn't here. As a matter of fact, next week I can't be here because of that reason. Actually, no, not because of that reason. I actually have to work next week, Charles. I can't be here, so we might have to find a guest host.
Okay.
You're
not available next Friday, huh?
Well, I mean, I haven't said yes yet, but I kind of could use the money. It's like, just a little bit of work for a little bit of money. That's how we do it. Just do it,
Ryan says, Charles and Seth, have you all seen Pete Thorne's metal telly body that's all copper, he thinks? It sounds like a dream. I have not seen this, I don't think.
That sounds amazing, though. That sounds like it would be just super resonant, super heavy, though. But
news from Guitar Man 45. His friend from the 80s has agreed to go on his journey and joined the band yesterday.
Oh, beautiful. That's amazing.
He is putting the band back together.
That's good. We're on a mission from God. We're on a mission from God. I need 14 roasted chickens and some white toast. We're on a mission from God.
Randy says, Seth, what pickups are you going to put in his new guitar?
Ooh, Bartolini humbuckers are going in it. And I have a few different options. They're going to be chrome covers because it's chrome hardware. and I have either like a hot, like they're called a hot 78 or a, what is it, a 56, like a classic PAF 56 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look at the numbers again, but I have a whole box of them that I can go and pick from. But they are sweet. They're the same ones that are in the pink sparkle Strat right there. Yep.
Scott, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll put a panel together and talk different guitar wirings and things of that nature.
Yes.
Negotiate the mirrors of the 1 meg pots.
Well, also, yeah, changing out the cap, just the capacitor can do a lot for the darkening and brightening of the tone. Even raising your pickup. Like I was about to throw a different cap value in the Blue Mustang in this guitar today, and then I just raised the bridge pickup a little bit and balanced them out a little bit and was satisfied enough to where I didn't feel like I had to do it right then. So, but I might go back in and do it just to see how bright it sounds.
Yeah, and Andy Wood telly sure would be nice.
If I didn't break the darn blade on my bandsaw, I'd be cutting, making another 2x4 telly.
You're not supposed to break the blade, you know.
Oh man, that blade freaking popped. It's just the cheaper they are, they're where the seam is. You know, as soon as you start to do any bending. You know, you're supposed to be able to do a good amount of turning on, you know, not 90 degrees.
I tell you though, Randy says that sounds great. The deal is done. He'll reach out. So you guys need to talk.
Absolutely, dude. And I appreciate you for being a supporter of Presley Customs. I just do what I do.
I'm sorry, Andy Carson's getting ready to take off. He's going to finish packing. He's going on a road trip tomorrow morning.
Yes. Yes.
And thank you for the great content comment. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend and safe travels, buddy.
Thank you for hanging out, dude. Coming by and chilling.
It's Jimmy Ray Hawkins.
Jimmy, what the Jimmy Ray Hawkins is going on around here? That's what we want to know. We know what the Mitch Heyman is happening.
I know what it is. He heard Schecter, right? Because he read Randy's comment about the Schecter. He's like, hey, I've got one. I've got a Schecter custom PT, and it's Sherwood Green. Oh my god, this is nice.
Good guitars, yeah, good guitars.
I love a Sherwood Green guitar. He had me it's a color.
I did one Sherwood Green hardtail Strat with like a modern style hip shot style bridge. It was great. It sold. A guy bought it for his birthday. It was his own birthday present to himself, and he was stoked.
I remember that guitar.
Yeah, that was the Green Meanie. I called it the Green Meanie because my wife was the person that picked out all the parts and pieces and the color.
That's right. That's what she put the gold hardware on, right?
No gold on that one. She doesn't like the gold. We did all silver. Okay. But it was great. It was a good. It was a great guitar. Good sounding.
And Randy is talking and commenting back to Jimmy and saying his is an Apocalypse Diamond series, and it's rain red. So, two Schechner guys here in the chat just having
a good old time. Having a good old time. I was trying to see like how cheap, how inexpensive could I possibly make a guitar and still pay myself like ridiculously nothing per hour, but just enough to just keep it going and keep knocking them out. Say, you know, $250 to $300 because you put in endless hours in doing a build. Seriously. Would that keep me busier? What I'm saying, Charles, is putting them out the door at $650 or $700 with a case. That's crazy, right? Do you think people? Sarah's saying nope. Oh, the Green Meanie. Yep, she remembers the Green Meanie. But I'm wondering if I blew them out the door at $700, which is like nothing. Is that the difference? Is the fact that they're just under 1,000? It's just a little bit too much. You know what I mean? Just a little bit too much. Just don't quite want to do it because that's, you buy a Mexican Fender for that.
But I think maybe if you do that, maybe you don't end up with as good a product because you're trying to put so many out the door, right, to make up the money that just the same attention to detail isn't on them.
Well, that's to say if I was ever busy selling that many, right? So it's a fine line because right now with the way the good guitars market has been, these guitars that I put tons of time into that have all the bells and whistles are just hanging on hooks, right? Waiting for a home. I think part of that is that you're a very small entity when you're someone like me on Reverb, right? Versus, and I don't doubt this, how shady and hardcore all of these big companies are, where they probably pay a certain amount to suppress, not to say that they specifically suppress the small guy like me, but like Fender probably buys a certain amount of bandwidth that says they're going to see fucking Fender guitars and Gibson guitars and whatever. And so it's a smaller number of people that see my stuff.
Yeah, and I will continue to take the time with the ones that I do, and
exactly
they'll go for what they go, and as long as people on the other end are happy with what they're getting, I'm happy.
That's the thing I always think about. Like, I don't mind going slow. I don't mind going at my own pace because I have my other life that keeps me going. And then if you look at my Reverb, the best way to know about what you would get out of a Presley custom is to go to Reverb and look at my reviews, right? Because I got 100 sales and I got 90 something reviews, and they're all 5-star, like all on the guitars that I refurbished and sent out, and all on the guitars that I built and sent out. And this is from people on Reverb that love to complain about everything. So you have to really work hard to get that kind of level. And so that's why I'm kind of working hard now to pitch myself out there. You got a friend buying a guitar? Tell him to check me out, man. What the hell? Why not?
Rico B is asking in the chat. He says, what have your used and resale guitars been selling for on Reverb?
They sell for typically almost about what I sell them to the customers for. Usually, if someone buys it for $800 to $1,000, usually they sell it for around $700 or $800. I think the cheapest I've seen a Presley go for is like $600. I've heard of people buying them. Somebody bought one not too long ago and called or texted me through Reverb because they bought it in a Guitar Center back east, and they bought it for $650. And that was one of the first ones that I ever built. So that one's been in circulation for like 3 or 4 years. That was cool. That was a great text to get. That guitar was still around and still loved.
Cigars.
What up?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, I'm just saying it was cool to get somebody who had their hands on a guitar that I built 4 years ago that was saying how much they loved it. Like, wow, great. That's good to hear.
I will listen to folks tell me, about the guitars I've done for them all day long.
Totally. Drop my Reverb link in the chat. I don't know how to do that, man. I'm sorry. If you just go on to Reverb and you type in Presley or Presley Customs, Presley with 2 S's, even if you just type in Presley with 2 S's, I come up on Reverb. I have at least that much of a you guys are saying post a link. I got a good friend named Charles, and he is the best at computers, and he knows how to do that stuff. And he used to ride scooters professionally. He rode the half pipe one day. He jumped in the air way high, and he said, "Hey, check out this." And he grabbed the rail, and he landed backwards and was like, "What's up, punk?" I was like, "Damn, Charles, you don't gotta calm down with that." But yeah, people didn't know that.
But here is that link. So
Oh, Seth's Gear Depot is what it called. All right. Also, but if you just also if you go in the
But
search
if you
bar,
just put Presley in there, it comes up.
totally right.
Your guitars come up, and then you can just click into one and click on your name, and it takes you to the whole store.
Yeah, how do you change that from Seth's? How generic is that? Seth's Gear Depot. Come on,
I forgot about that. The NorCal Telly.
The NorCal Telly, the green one?
No, the blue one.
Blue one. Oh yeah. That one's beautiful. That's all gold hardware, 4-way Baja wiring on that one, my friend.
That's right.
We were talking about Baja wiring last week.
That one.
Ooh, yeah, that one's for sale. Give a good deal on that one. That one's pretty. Plays good. Pretty sure that one was plecked. Don't quite remember.
This one I like.
That's why I've held out on the price on that one. I haven't really dropped the price. That guitar is freaking nice. You know what I mean? It's got one tiny little minuscule little crack in the neck pocket when I tighten the neck down hella tight. Anyway, so minuscule that I was like, because that was a $1,500 guitar. If it would have been perfect, because it was just it was all top of the line stuff. But yeah, let me know if you guys want that one too. And there's a Tom DeLonge style Stratocaster with a Seymour Duncan Invader pickup, the same exact color. If somebody wanted to order both of those, that'd be a killer pair. And the Tom DeLonge Strat has a painted headstock, same color. So those are all available. Well, thank you, Charles, for letting this turn into a show to try to get me some sushi money for the summer.
Oh, you do good work. What can I say?
You know. Hey, well, likewise, that freaking that Motley Crue guitar is unbelievable.
I can't wait to see him getting it all together. I was just talking to Charles last night, and he is excited about this build. So he's ordering his parts and getting his ducks in a row, and so
nice. He already knows what kind of pickup he's putting in it, or
yeah, he's having a pickup wound.
Oh, he's having a custom.
Yeah, it's gonna be a custom pickup in it. He's going with an FE Toad formed rose. He's gonna do the titanium screws and
the whole deal. Yeah, make it nice. Might as well make it nice. And he was going to let somebody famous play it, right? He's going to hunt him down and show him the guitar. Who is that? Somebody
ideally, he'd love to get it in the hands of Mick Mars, right?
Oh, why not? Right? He's probably hanging out down there in LA.
Since he's hanging out in the cavity anyway.
Right. That's funny. That's cool. So what's on your bench now? You're finishing up the Warlock or what?
Yeah, the Warlock. We're gonna go ahead and finish up. There is a telly that I'm doing for my brother with a patriotic eagle theme on it, and we're gonna double bind it. And I just haven't decided yet if I'm gonna go with. My original idea was I was gonna go ahead and do blue pearloid binding on it.
Okay.
Two pieces of that with a white pearloid sandwich between it.
Right.
That's my original idea. But I'm really trying to stop myself from doing a red, white, and blue binding.
America. Well, yeah, that does have its Well, if it looks good, it looks good, I guess, right? So just do whatever.
And I got a couple gentlemen in the chat that are looking to send in some guitars, and so we'll do
nice. Okay, yeah.
We're gonna do another T-shirt guitar. It looks like, and searching for a fabric for gem stage object and trying to get the right fabric for that fella.
I think the T-shirt guitar thing could be genius because people could just literally send you the T-shirts that they care about, or that, I was wearing this T-shirt when this happened, or this is the T-shirt from blah, blah, blah. And you being able to make that into a guitar for someone is like, very cool. That's a very cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's amazing.
it was, it's kind of interesting because when I first started, I didn't have, when I still don't, I don't have a lot of money for a really nice, expensive guitar. And so if I was going to have, and I like to have things that are unique from what other people have. I don't want it the same thing as everybody else, right?
Right.
So this was a way to do that. And it's really nice to see see it kind of take off and see when you deliver something to a fella and you get that kind of reaction. I mean, I was blown away by Charles Green's reaction to that guitar.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody who's gotten guitars so far has been pretty blown away. I mean, I was blown away when I got mine. That mine was one of the very first, like the third guitar you did.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was blown away by how cool it was. And now it's snatched up. It's living its life down in LA because my buddy's daughter borrowed it. She loves it.
She still has it, huh?
Well, I made that thing play great. I made it. That thing was amazing. It was a beat up, dead shop guitar that was in the corner of a shop for like forever, just being kicked around. Then we completely gave it a new life. So, Yep. Who you got going for Sunday? Anybody?
Well, Guitar Man 45 ordered the Rush T-shirts for his guitar that he's going to send me. And
wow, nice.
so,
okay.
Yeah, he let me know that the other day, and we're excited about that build. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that'd be killer. Yep.
And Hobo Roadie says he used to have a few autographed T-shirts. Wow, that's pretty cool.
That'd be cool to get something because that'd be a good way to memorialize it, like having an autographed guitar, but it's under the gloss finish. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. And to answer your question, Charles Green's coming on Sunday.
Beautiful. Okay.
We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, and I'm sure the subject of that Motley Crue guitar is going to come up.
Very cool. Very cool, man. Well, I think I'm just going to be kind of sporadic. I think I'll do, I'm probably playing some Presleys, but I'm just going to come on when I can. When I'm working in the shop, I'm going to turn on the phone and go live. That's all.
All right.
And then I got the new project coming in, so we can all follow that as that comes along. So
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a build I've been wanting to do for myself. I've got that strap body I'm going to do.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you and I might be talking about pickups because use some Bartolinis. It's the same.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got depending on what you want. Is it single, or?
I think we're going to go single hum.
Single hum. Mm-hmm. Then I don't have any full sets for you of Bartolini, but the humbucker I got you covered. So I'll just give you a humbucker because that's how we roll. But dude, I appreciate you hanging out for a whole hour. We made it through a whole hour of Guitar Safari, even with me being completely annoying and doing rapping in the beginning of the show. I would have figured that everybody would have left in the chat immediately, especially if they heard that I was going to talk like this and I was not going to stop talking for the entire show, that I was going to keep myself talking like this for the entire show, no matter what we stopped talking about. I was not going to let Charles get a word in edgewise, no matter what, because I was going to keep talking about guitars. I was going to say guitars are one of the most awesome instruments that you could ever have because they have got 6 strings, and some of them have 7 strings, some of them have 4 strings, and then some of them are called mandolins.
So, Michael Krause, the answer to that is yes, I do wear a respirator when I'm spraying and sanding. I'm sorry, Seth, you were saying something.
No, I'm sorry. I'm glad you muted me because it reset the glitch. Something happened, and it was like, whew. I couldn't stop it. But no, I appreciate everybody hanging out for even though I'm me. Even though I'm me.
Another great Guitar Safari, Seth. Thank you for being a great co-host, and thank you everybody for making this a show worth watching. I think
a safe place.
Had a good time.
A safe place where no one will touch.
All right, so make sure that you go ahead check out Charles Green and me on Sunday. Check out OU812's jam on Sunday. Check out Ben Coombs, his Sunday show. Ben, who is your guest Sunday?
I'm gonna grab it. When you're not looking, Charles, I'm gonna grab it. Smack it up.
All right.
Ben says cheers.
Ben.
All right, guys. Everyone, have a great weekend. See you later.
Yeah. Have a good weekend.
Let's see.
There's a squirrel. There's a squirrel out there, Charles.
Come on, people. Charles and me. About to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down. One volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me. We're about to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer and turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down. One volume,